Welcome and welcome back to another video. My name is Beta and you're watching Beta Hall. So I wanted to actually prepare an evening snack, and I thought, why don't I just show you guys exactly what I want to do, because I feel it has been a long time since I did a video on cooking, and that's just one of my favorite videos. I do love making cooking videos. So I don't know if it is your first time watching me, make sure you do share and subscribe, because this is what we do over here. I'm having a little bit of a lighting problem, so I don't know, it's just going to be a lot all around. So for starters, I want to make some groundnuts. Then after that, I can go ahead and make some porridge. I don't know if people do eat groundnuts and porridge, but that's what I'm doing, because I just feel like my groundnuts are almost getting spoiled and I haven't finished them. And also I think I'll be carrying some later on. Yeah, so I have these two groundnuts. So I want to make, I think I can make either one of them and add the other. I think this was the first batch, so I'm going to add a little bit from here to make. Then I'll also be making porridge, like I had said. And I also have two different types of unga that actually both I need. Okay, one of them is one which is old, the older one, the one which is still a lot, so I need it a little bit used. So yeah, I do love making porridge in the evening, and I think this is a combination of mtama and something else, but the major ingredient is it called millet? Yeah, millet. So it's a little bit dark, so I'm going to be mixing this with another flour that has cassava in it so that it brightens a little bit. So I'm going to be making those two snacks, and just to start things up, I want to start with the groundnuts, but because I have nowhere to place this and I have already removed it from the shelf, let me just take a few spoons, then also take the other a few spoons, because I don't want to make a lot of porridge like I did last time. And I found out I was the only one who wanted to drink some porridge. So I'm just going to go in with this spoon and do 3 spoons. Then on the other flour, I'll also do 3 spoons. Let me add a little bit, because I want this one to be over. So let's just say 4 spoons, and the other flour I'll do 3 spoons. So let's cook and see how this goes. I think I haven't been doing cooking videos because 1, my ring light broke, and 2, I miss a proper table or setup where I can actually just put everything down and chef, if that is even a word. So I'm trying to actually stay consistent posting, but I'm having a little bit fewer challenges here and there, but I hope I'll be able to fix that at the end of all this. So I'm just going to keep my flour away for the moment, because I need to begin on the groundnuts. The groundnuts are a little bit dirty. It has a little bit of the husk, so I don't know even how I'm going to take them out. So here's what we have. Then for this, I'm going to add just a few more so that I don't waste my time cooking and yet it doesn't stay a little bit longer. So now I don't know how you make your groundnuts, but this is how I do mine. I normally end up, I have a feeling I should do all of it, then just put it back on a polythene paper so that it doesn't dry up. It doesn't absorb water, so it will be a little bit too much, but it's okay. So I don't know how you do your groundnuts, but this is how I do them. I love them. 1, I do love them on something very, very flat. So if I had a pan, that's what I would have used. Then I'll go in, pick, remove dirt if there is any. I love using a spoon. It's a little bit easier to just make them turn rather than a cooking stick. So I need some salt to just flavor everything up. And the salt, I do love adding water. before actually like sprinkling it all over the groundnuts, so that I don't like have a lot to do. I'm just going to use the same spoon I used to measure my flour. Oh my god. Yep. So I just take like not too much, not too little of salt. Add in some water, just a little bit, because we don't want them also like having a water problem. Stir everything up, and this can be done before starting or during. So after I do stir everything up, it won't mix completely because the water is too little, so the solubility is a little bit tricky. Then just sprinkle it all over the groundnuts. Then just mix properly. Make it at least every groundnut should be salty or should have the water sauce. And when you're done, this is what you'll be having. So let's put this on heat. We are going to be using very, very minimal heat because we don't want it burning or something. And I also want it ready on time because I want to have this with porridge. So this is actually my second flour, and I'm going to take 2 spoons of it and just add to my first flour. I need 3 spoons. 1, 2, 3. Then mix this up together. So I normally love adding milk in the mixture, but today I don't have milk, so I'm just using pure water. So I'm going to take my sufria, measure the quantity of porridge that I do want. The quantity of porridge that I do want, I'll be using these two, just a cup, 2 cups, sorry. Then pour some water on the mixture and make a paste. Now what you're going to do with this water, you're going to boil it. After boiling it, you're going to pour the paste in and continue stirring until it forms bubbles. So for the porridge, I'll be adding inside sugar and some blue band to just make it tastier, just a little bit, and it's gonna be all yummy. Now once my water has boiled, I just pour inside the mixture and go ahead and keep on stirring until when it starts forming bubbles, and it will very soon because the first water had already been boiled. It looks a little bit inconsistent at the moment, but it's going to be thicker very soon. So this process is good if you do use a mwiko. So those are the bubbles. So we let it sit on the fire for a bit, then you serve while hot.